Hey guys, my name is Charlie. I'm with Everglades Equipment, and today we're going to be going over a zero turn versus a belly mower on a compact tractor. We're going to kind of go over both of them, but we're going to go over the pros, the cons, and which one you should buy. All right, so today we have a Z3 and a 1025R with a belly mower. Just to preface this is a residential Z3. It's a very entry-level zero turn for a normal residential lawn, and the 1025 can be used commercially, residentially, however you want to use it. And this is a 60-inch deck, and this zero turn has a 54-inch deck on it. Okay, we're gonna start with a zero turn. I'm gonna kind of go through a list of pros that we've made. We're gonna do some cons. We're gonna do the same thing for the 1025R and the belly mower. First pro on this one is maneuverability. Obviously, it's a small machine. It's easy to mow your lawn with it, and you know it's a zero turn, so it's easy to zero turn around your tree, around edging, any landscaping you have, anything like that. Obviously, it's pretty quick, easy to maneuver. My second one, I'm gonna say size slash trailerable. You can either stick it on a trailer, it'll fit in your garage really easily, and maybe next to your car. It's just small, so you can really do anything with it. The 1025, it's a big machine, and maybe not everybody has a trailer, or it's not very easy to pull around and take with you. So if you have a small lot or a small property, this is probably a better unit for you right off the rip. My next bullet point is kind of just about commercial versus residential. With a zero turn, you have the option for commercial or a residential machine. Obviously, this one is a residential machine. As you go up, you end up going to a commercial unit with a Z7 or a Z9. If you're mowing commercially, you really want to be in that Z7, Z9 range. Obviously, with that comes a lot of other things, maybe a more bulletproof deck, some price goes up, obviously other things as well. Serviceability is my next point. I would say on this one, it's easy to get the whole unit in for service. We do extended warranty, everything like that. Really easy to get this into our shop, either with yourself or our trailer coming to grab it. You can service the deck yourself. They have greasable pulleys. You're good to go. Super easy. This is a zero turn. So really, this is not, obviously you don't have a bucket up front. You can put a trailer on the back, or you can put a bag or a mulch kit, something like that. But your attachments are limited. You can't do everything that you can do, obviously, with a tractor. So if all you're wanting to do is you have a small lot and you want to mow, this is the unit. So I wanted to kind of go over cons of each unit as well. So a con on this one, really the only thing I can think of with a residential application on this unit is gonna be, if you have a kind of a wetter yard, you're gonna be turning sharp, and you might tear up your grass a little bit. If you're sharp turning, trying to go real quick, you're gonna tear your yard up. Another con I can think of is probably drivability. I mean, we've kind of talked about it in a previous video, but if you've ever driven a zero turn before, great. But if you've never been on one and you get this for the first time, you might call your salesperson back and go, oh my gosh, I don't know how to drive it, or something silly, because they are a little tricky to get used to. This is a drive over belly mower. This is a 60. You can also get a 54 or a 72 if you're looking for a larger unit. You drive right over the top of this, as scary as that seems. These guardrails kind of keep where your tire is supposed to be, so you don't drive over any of the main components. Yeah, you drive right over the top of it. It auto connects to your mid PTO, and it's very easy, but we'll talk about more in a sec. All right, so we're gonna go pros on this one now as well. So as just a bullet point, this is a commercial grade deck. So it's nice and thick. It's got a nice rail around the whole bottom to protect it. It's very heavy duty. All right, so again, this is a 1025R. With a 1025R, I would probably recommend either a 54 or a 60. Kind of as a visual, the bucket's a 53-inch bucket. So the 54, obviously, about the same size as your bucket. So that's your options there for the belly mowers. And then, once you take I kind of just touched on this, but once you take your belly mower off, then you have your whole tractor. So you can use your bucket, you can use a box blade, a rotary cutter, a backhoe on the back, anything that you want. We recommend always taking off the mower deck if you're not using it, because you never want it getting caught on something. All right, so to jump into one of my cons, go a little bit ahead. The belly mower, if you don't take it off, it absolutely can get stuck on something. If you're thinking about, box blading and you have a pile of dirt, this is the head of your box blade, so it's gonna grab your pile of dirt and kind of snatch it back, and maybe not, but it could do some damage to it. And then on the contrary to that, if you do take it off and you're using your tractor for everything else, when you do decide, okay, I'm ready to mow right now, you can't just go out there and grab it. You do have to go through the process of, okay, maybe you don't even remember where you put your belly mower. You have to go find your belly mower, hook it up, go through that whole process, and hook it up. And it does take a little bit of time. It's not as easy as jumping on a zero turn and just having it ready to go. All right, so serviceability is kind of a pro and a con in this regard. So the deck, just by itself, very easy to service. As you can see, it's off the machine now, right? But you can even buy the ramps that make it to where you can take your bucket off and hook it right up to your loader arms and tilt it all up. You can change your blades, take them off, sharpen them, anything you want. You can grease everything really easily. You're never gonna be crawling under your zero turn, trying to get under it, trying to jack it up. There's none of that anymore. So that is very easy. But your tractor itself, obviously you have a little bit more expense as, you know, a diesel machine, a larger unit. You've got a lot more moving parts there than you do on your zero turn overall. Another con for this whole machine altogether, I'm gonna say maneuverability. Obviously, the 1025R is not gonna be as maneuverable as a zero turn without a doubt, right? This is not gonna have that zero turn where you're gonna be able to go right along the edge of your landscaping, or if you've got a lot of trees, something like that, this is probably not the unit for you. If you've just got pasture grass mowing, or you know, you've got a big side property or side lot, this is great. You can put your belly mower on, mow your side lot, mow all around your house, what have you. It mows great, finish cuts, amazing. But if you've got a bunch of trees, a bunch of stuff to go around, stick to the zero turn. All right, just to summarize, we went over the zero turn versus a belly mower. We went over pros and cons of each unit. Really what it all comes down to is what you look like, what your yard looks like, and what you're wanting to do with the machine. So just to kind of wrap it up, zero turn, you have the option of residential or commercial, right? You can pick a Z3 if you've only got, you know, a quarter acre, half acre, something like that, and you've got a lot of trees, maneuverable, any of that stuff, zero turn all day. If you've got about an acre and you're wanting to do some more with it, or you've got a few acres and you're wanting to, you know, take a bag of mulch from the front of your property to the back of your property, or vice versa, tractor is for you. This can be used commercially too, you know, if you've got something you want to use a backhoe for, irrigation, anything like that. I mean, you can put that on that machine, you can box blade, rotary cut, do whatever. It's very versatile. You can do anything you want with it. So I'm going to give kind of a personal recommendation, I guess, for each one, right? So here in Northport, Florida, right, most of the properties are about a quarter acre, some trees, but not very many. Most of the people are just kind of mowing their lawn, maybe doing a little bit extra, maybe some mulch every now and then. It's zero turn all day for those customers, right? They can maybe buy a cart if they really want to, you know, not walk the bag of mulch around the property, right? But besides that, they're really not doing too much with it. It's zero turn all day, cost effective, it's easy, in and out, keep it in the garage, easy going. On the other hand, maybe in like Punta Gorda area, get a little more rural, it's tractor all day because, you know, maybe you have an acre, maybe you have 5 acres, 10 acres, anything like that. You want a machine that can do everything, right? So you don't want to have to buy a zero turn to mow your lawn and then get off the zero turn and then go box blade your driveway. You want a machine that can do all of it, you know what I mean? So the 1025 or 2025, anything like that, you definitely want the belly mower. All right, just to wrap it up, if you guys have any questions, comments, reach out to your salesperson or your Everglades equipment dealer. We're a family-owned company, you guys. We have 18 stores. We've been here since 1963. So reach out today. Thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe.